Hello everybody and welcome to Creativity Time. I am Tatiana from Tatiana Creative Stamping Adventure and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Australia. Wednesdays at 10 a.m, which is right now, I go live on my Facebook page to just inspire and share some creativity with the world. I enjoy paper crafting of all kinds and I have gotten into card making, and that's where I signed up as a demonstrator because I wanted to get a really good discount on my products. Who doesn't like a bit of a discount on their crafting products? One of my frames fell down yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to fix that, but there are some of the examples of my cards, and Wednesdays I do a live just to inspire, share some tips, tricks, techniques, anything. Hey lovely ladies, thank you for joining me. I had a short crafting day yesterday, but it was lovely with some friends. Well, a new friend and friend. So today I'm going to use some new products because I got some last week and I'm super excited. I haven't even put ink to this one. So let's zap the chit chat over here and head to the craft desk. So, Ranger Wreath. I've got so many ideas, so many things, I'm not sure. What I love about this set is that it's an all-encompassing, excellent. I'm glad lots of people have this coming. What I loved about this set, well, A is a wreath. If you know me, you know that I love wreaths. So that was the first bit that went, yes, totally getting it. What I love about it is just the sentiments encompass a whole range of seasons, celebrations, meaning that you could use the stamp set for anything. There's Happy Heart Day, whatever you'd like for that to be. Thankfulness, Easter, best wishes, just for any occasion, and Christmas. I love that there's Easter eggs, because I love Easter. Pears are fun, and a partridge. Oh, well, I'm guessing that's a partridge. I love these leaves, this leaf, the flower, and then the dies. Just what's so awesome is that you can stamp two pairs and die cut them at the same time. So one run through the big shot, so they're connected together and the die is connected. Same with the hearts and the Easter eggs. What else? The flowers, you've got dies that don't just cut out bits that are here, they've got standalone dies as well. So lots happening in this set and so many things that you can do with it. So let's not chit chat too much more and let's get stamping. We are of course going to start with stamping a wreath because who wouldn't? The first time you peel that off, it's a bit of a challenge. So, oh, wow, this has got to be a first. I've never come across this, no, not never, but very rarely do I come across a stamp that I need the big F block for. So there we go, big F block. Vic here, this is the first time I am opening mine. Okay, and well, we shall do some tone-on-tone stamping. Shall I do Coastal Cabana again? For those who watched Monday night know why I'm laughing. No, let's go with slightly different colour. Oh, sorry, still haven't unpacked from when I crafted with friends yesterday. There's my Just Jade. And I need my trimmer. And I'll need my Just Jade ink pad. Ooh, we could go very Just Jadey. We shall see. I'm going to prep my card base by cutting in half and creating the card base when I score it in half the opposite direction. And now I'm going to also create a card front that's slightly smaller than the card base so that there's that little bit of border. Sometimes it's really nice to have that border and the card in the same color. It works. So never be afraid to do that. So you can see we'll go like that, and you'll see that there is a border. It's subtle, but it's beautiful. Or we might put it with too many options. That's the problem. I could do this, I could do that. I'll just stick to one concept, preferably not throwing things around. Oh, crazy morning, may I just say. Crazy morning. So I've just grabbed my mat from my Stamparatus. Because this is photopolymer stamp, it does give a slightly better impression when you stamp on the mat. And we're going to kind of offset this wreath, so not center it, have it cutting off the edge a tiny bit. And I'm going to tone on tone stamp, so I'm taking my Just Jade ink pad and I'm stamping on Just Jade cardstock. Wow, it's been a while since I've used this big block. And lining it up where I'd like. Perfect. And just a little bit of pressure. Perfect. Look at that. So beautiful. And that I clean. Actually, before I cleaned it, I should have, could have, would have. While I've got the stamp and the ink out, got a Whisper White, that's the same size, which will go on the inside of the card. And I'll grab a Whisper White envelope and we'll stamp those now so that we don't have to do that later. So I like to say that no card is complete until you've stamped the inside, or decorated the inside as well as the envelope. So the inside, we're just doing a little curve of that, and then the envelope, don't need to ink up the whole, nope, that way, so that I'm not catching. So I'm doing the back of the envelope today to mix up, because it's such a big stamp. There. How pretty is that? Oh. So yeah, remember, nominate. Nominate somebody and they will get this card in the mail. From you and me. Okay, and what I've done with my stitch shapes is I've cut them out so that I can size them, and I'm just showing you that I've picked this size. So that's that die, and what we'll do is cut that out of Whisper White. So I'm just grabbing one of these sheets. I keep mine, so these are all pre-cut, as you can see, and labeled, and I keep these in there and I use them for die cutting as well, because later on I can use that white piece as a mount. So if I were to cut this slightly smaller, that becomes a mount, and nobody's going to know that there's bits missing underneath, and it's just a way of stretching your cardstock to go further. We may even trim that and turn it into a mounted. Now, I was thinking, so this stamp here is the hello Vicky's husband, hope you're enjoying. I love it. You're making him watch. No, let's do some. I was going to do the wooden thing, but let's do the. Oh, I don't know. I'm so indecisive. Let's go with flowers. Let's stamp some flowers. Oh. So I've grabbed that little flower and we're going to stamp it. I'm going to stamp off and stamp it over here and then put a sentiment. Might just put the sentiment first. Let's say best wishes. Best wishes or happy or give thanks. Give thanks. I think thank you cards are always needed and appreciated. And what color shall we do that? I know. We're going to stamp that in Gorgeous Grape, which is the darker purple. I'm going to move that envelope. So ink, 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 ink. Give thanks. Perfect. How beautiful is that? I love the font. Love, love, love. And then we're going to take that flower and take Highland Heather, which is a lighter purple. And we are going to stamp off first and then stamp the flower kind of in the background. About there, yep, I like it. Hello, Priscilla. And I think the flowers need leaves because there are leaf stamps. We should use them, basically. So put the flower back and we will get the little leaf out. And we'll use Just Jade as well. But I'm going to stamp off that twice because I want it super light. And we'll add some leaves. So this is, stamping off is a great technique for when you don't have all the colors and you want to get more variation in your stamping, is use, so you see how I'm stamping off on my mat, you could stamp off on your project and that would give you beautiful variation in color. Leave just here and that's perfect. And yeah, so it doesn't mean you need, like I used Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather here. I could have just stamped off one of them, but I wanted to share different tips. It's raining for you, Priscilla. Really, it's sunshine here. It's really sunny today. So that's going to go like that. We will trim that off. Ooh, I'm loving this. Thinking, what else can we add? What else can we add? I'm thinking that we should add some flowers and add some leaves. So we're going to add some flowers and leaves that are die cut, and then we shall assemble. Though the leaves I want lighter, don't want them to take over, and this is where vellum would be perfect. So I'm going to die cut. So this is the dies that match, and what I'm thinking is that we can trim the leaves and get some, so you don't have to just use that as a full wreath. And then Highland Heather for that flower. See, I've got a piece of Highland, got lots of Highland Heather card bases. Aha, there's scraps on that side. Well, not scraps, but bits pre-cut. So I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine. pretty is that flower? So I'm thinking that can go underneath as so. Hey Leslie. Oh, that's interesting. That reminds me of a Beyblade. Shows the age of my kids. And that was from vellum. I'm going to grab my paper snips and just kind of create some leafy branches from that wreath. Ooh. So far, Leslie, no, I'm sorry, people, if you think I'm carrying on about it, but no, what was her name? Lauren. No Lauren so far today. Monday night was an interesting live. So I've just chopped that up. We wouldn't use all of them, but it will give us that. So let's start putting this card together. I'm going to start with putting the, where's my glue? This is what happens when I craft somewhere else. All my supplies are packed. It's been a smoother morning. And once again, I have chosen a color that coordinates with my nails. You're ready for it. I'm sorry. I have to say so. I had to say something. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's in the past now. Do you know what, guys? I think I'm going to do the white border thing because that's fun and it just really shows you how to do it. So I've got this piece of Whisper White, which I've already done some die cutting from. And now I'm going to adhere it to my card base. And also breaks up a bit of the, it's very green today, isn't it? It's very Just Jade, but I love Just Jade. It's greener than Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana is more of a blue in comparison. And now what we're going to need is to trim this off just a little bit. So I'm just going to trim it 3 millimeters. Where's my trimmer? Not too hard, Leslie. That's 4, that's 3. It's 3 millimeters off 2 of the side. Nothing wrong with coordinating. I mean, there is coordinating, and then there's we've seen Peter Rabbit, the first movie. Jeez, you can tell my kids are still young. I mean, I loved Peter Rabbit, but Matchy Matchy was there. They accused Benjamin Bunny of wearing a brown jacket and having brown fur, being too matchy matchy. There we go. So the white border is very slight. You could cut yours a bit bigger. I've just trimmed 3 millimeters, so giving a thin white border. And nobody's going to know that underneath I have done some die cutting. And this is what I love about the liquid glue, which I keep saying. I love it. Whoops. I should stop talking. But at least well, this just proves the point that I can remove that glue before it sets and move it into place correctly. You took the 91. Oh, you took them. It's a great all-round film, honestly. I'm glad everyone knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, matchy matchy. My kids loved saying that. Peter Rabbit's friends said that he was all, not Peter Rabbit, Benjamin Bunny was all too matchy matchy. Now, normally I don't measure where I'm going to trim this off because it doesn't matter, but I want it to be centered in that circle area. So I'm just Taking that slight trim off. Morning, Kathy. There. Perfect. I mean, you could have left that, but I like the whole straight edge business. Now we're going to put that up on dimensionals. I really need to clean my desk up. It is getting a little tad messy. Hello. Dimensionals, where are you? There they are. They were behind me. There we go, and do we need another purple flower? I feel like we need another one. Or is it once we put the vellum leaves, it'll be okay. So for those who are just joining, I cut the wreath from the dies, that one, in vellum, and then just cut it up to create these cute vellum leaves. Let's see. I'm just deciding whether I need an extra purple flower. What do we think? Give me a thumbs up for one flower. So thumbs up for one flower and a love heart if I should cut another. Because I can't decide today. Just giving that a moment because there is a bit of a time delay. I got a thumbs up. Actually, I like the, now that I'm looking at it on the iPad screen, I like the flower on top. I've got a love heart. Need to see it. I can do that. Need to see it. What's that one? Thumb, 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 thumb. I've lost, no, I haven't lost the die. Go. Actually, I like it with two. One on top, one on the bottom. Because... Thanks, Priscilla. Just, it adds a bit more purple. Adds that little bit more purple. That's okay, Monica. Go enjoy your day. Thanks for stopping by. So what I'm doing is I'm adding glue to 3 of the petals on this flower, and I'm going to adhere that down to our die cut, and then I'm going to flip and take some mini dimensionals on the back there so that they support those petals. Then I'm going to place that flower there. And I'm only going to glue the petals that are underneath, and there is logic and rhyme and reason behind that, which I'll explain in a minute. Let me just line this all up. Now let's stick remove the backing of those dimensionals and stick this into position. So Basically, this is a wreath without having to use the stamparatus, which is also lovely. It's more of a one stamp offset wreath. And now I can arrange the little vellum flowers, and I'll use glue dots for them. 1, 2, 3. And, oh, don't stick to my fingers, please. Just trying to find my take your pick tool. There it is. Everything's on the desk behind me today. I don't know why. I don't usually craft there. So the reason why I wanted my take your pick tool, this little spatula means that I can pick them up, and the theory is I could slide them in underneath. There we go. And then stick it down. Behind there. And the reason why I flapped that one up was, well, I was thinking so that I could stick some leaves underneath it. So I could lift that up and place that there. And you've got some vellum leaves to use for another project another time. It is the best tool ever. Totally love, love, love it. So there we go. There's the Give Thanks. What's the stamp set called again? Arrange a Wreath stamp set. So we have only touched on a few of the stamps and still created this beautiful card with the coordinating envelope. Could you show me the stamp set? Absolutely, Priscilla. This is the stamp set that we've used today, Arrange a Wreath. And it is available now at my online store, which the link is in the description. If you use the host code that you see on the table here, you will get a free gift from me, as well as stickers towards the customer loyalty program for every $50 you spend with me. If there's any questions, feel free to comment and I will get back to you. Otherwise, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope you have been inspired to do something creative today. And remember to nominate someone, and I will see you at the next live. Bye for now.